Here are 10 introvert characteristics often misunderstood. Know this. 1. Quietness doesn't mean disinterest. When introverts stay quiet in a conversation, it's not because they're not interested. They're actually absorbing what you're saying. They prefer to think deeply about what's being discussed before chiming in, so their silence is more about reflection than indifference. Once they're ready to contribute, their insights can be really valuable, showing how much they've processed and understood. 2. Small talk is hard. For introverts, engaging in small talk can feel awkward or uncomfortable, not because they don't want to connect, but because they crave more meaningful interactions. They'd rather skip the surface-level chit-chat and dive into topics that are more substantial and thought-provoking. So, if an introvert seems hesitant to engage in small talk, it's not because they're unfriendly. They just prefer conversations with depth. 3. Alone time is essential. Introverts recharge their energy by spending time alone, which doesn't mean they don't enjoy the company of others. They just need solitude to rejuvenate. Whether it's reading a book, taking a walk, or pursuing a hobby, alone time allows them to reflect, recharge, and regain their mental clarity. It's not about avoiding people, it's about self-care and maintaining balance in their lives. 4. Socializing can be draining. While introverts can enjoy social gatherings, they often find them exhausting because they expend a lot of energy interacting with others. It's not that they don't like being around people, they simply have a limited social battery that depletes with prolonged interaction. After socializing, introverts may need to retreat and recharge in solitude to replenish their energy reserves for the next interaction. 5. Preference for meaningful relationships. Introverts prioritize quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. They may have a smaller circle of friends, but those connections are often deep and meaningful. Rather than spreading themselves thin across numerous social circles, introverts invest their time and energy in nurturing close friendships that provide genuine emotional support and understanding. 6. Thinking before speaking. Introverts are thoughtful communicators who prefer to consider their words carefully before expressing themselves. They value depth over speed in conversation, taking the time to formulate thoughtful responses rather than jumping into discussions impulsively. This deliberate approach ensures that when introverts do speak, their contributions are well considered and meaningful, reflecting their thoughtful nature. 7. Dislike of interruptions. Introverts appreciate uninterrupted time to focus on tasks or activities that require concentration. Constant interruptions can disrupt their train of thought and hinder their productivity. It's not that introverts don't value social interaction. They simply need periods of uninterrupted solitude to fully immerse themselves in their work or hobbies and achieve a state of flow. 8. Observant nature. Introverts have a keen eye for detail and tend to notice things that others may overlook. They are often observant listeners and keen observers of their surroundings, picking up on subtle cues and nuances. This heightened awareness allows introverts to appreciate the intricacies of their environment and gain insights that others might miss, contributing to their thoughtful and perceptive nature. 9. Creativity flourishes solo. Introverts often find that their creativity thrives when they have time alone to explore their thoughts and ideas without external distractions. Solitude provides them with the space and freedom to delve into their imagination and pursue their creative passions. Whether it's writing, painting, or problem-solving, introverts often find that their best work emerges when they have the opportunity to reflect and create in solitude. 10. Introversion isn't shyness. It's important to distinguish between introversion and shyness, as they are not the same. Introversion refers to a preference for solitary activities and a need for solitude to recharge, whereas shyness is a feeling of discomfort or anxiety in social situations. While some introverts may also be shy, many are not. and they can be just as confident and outgoing as extroverts in the right circumstances. Understanding this distinction helps to avoid misconceptions about introverted individuals and recognize the unique strengths they bring to various situations. Understanding introverts helps us communicate better and appreciate everyone's unique way of interacting. Introverts have strengths like thinking deeply, being good listeners, and noticing details others might miss. It's important to respect their need for alone time and their preference for deep friendships. When we value introverts for who they are, we create a more inclusive and understanding world where everyone's differences are celebrated.